Hi, I'm making another video about EDD unemployment update on March 9th, and today we're going to talk about a couple of articles that I found again, a couple more information for you guys to know what's going on with the Department of Benefits, not just in California, but any other state, okay? But before we begin, please subscribe, hit the like button, because you see the links below in the description. You'll find many links for you guys to actually enjoy free money and free food for you guys, all right? So remember, subscribe. I just made a new playlist, so check them out. Everything's redefined in different playlists for you guys to actually find the videos a lot easier, right? I got reviews, I got discounts, and I got EDD and EBT videos, right? So let's begin again. This is my YouTube. All you gotta do is go to a playlist, and you'll find right here unemployment videos. You gotta find right here reviews, EBT and EDD, and PEBT. So it's gonna be right here in the playlist. You'll find discounts. You find it in Spanish if you want to know Spanish, and you'll find sneaker reviews and other videos that I have right here, right? So check them out. Like I said, subscribe, watch every video, because you might find something interesting, like sneaker reviews that I'm just making right now. Okay. So like I said, this is my Twitter account. If you haven't noticed, add me on Twitter, add me on Instagram if you want. Send me messages. I'm more than happy to help you out and answer them for you. And we have right here again, EDD. It says right here, if you have a suspended unemployment benefit claim pending identity verification, they will probably take 7 to 10 business days after it gets verified, right? If not, if you don't verify right away, you might face disqualification, okay? And that's a bad thing. But if you do get disqualified, you just have to reapply, reappeal, do an appeal process, which might take about probably like a month or two, okay? So hurry up and verify if you can. It might take 7 to 10 days to actually start receiving your benefits, okay? And the next tweet we see right here, it says if you're on a PUA claim, because you use all your regular UI and PEUC benefits and better benefits, you might be placed back on PEUC extension to collect up to 11 more weeks of benefits, okay? So if you saw a difference on your benefits, that only means that you were placed on PEUC, okay? Might be a reduction. Most of y'all, if you guys, depending on how much benefits you actually receive, you might see the difference amount, okay? But it doesn't matter. That's how much you're supposed to be earning, and that's how much the maximum you actually qualify, okay? If you think there's an error on that, give them a call or send them a message. You guys already know how I made a video about that. Just look up the video and you'll be able to know how to actually send a message with your account or call them, and you can actually discuss your benefit weekly amount, okay? And the other tweet, it says PUA and PUC claimants who ran out of benefits before the CARES Act ended up on December 26, 2020, okay? And are expected to have programming to Certify in place by March 7, which this means is that people are not actually receiving their benefits, such as a $400 per week extension, okay? A $300 per week extension for those 11 weeks, okay? So most likely after March 7, which today is March 9, people are going to start receiving their benefits because the EDD department system is now actually distributing the money to you guys, okay? So before March 7, they weren't sending out money. Now after March 7, they're actually sending out the money, okay? Which is also great news, because as you guys know, there's been a lot of trouble right there, right? Because this first article says, I have cents in my checking account right now. Are EDD payments delays even lawful? As I spoke before in my other videos, you guys already know that EDD was facing probably a couple of lawsuits. Bank of America faced a lawsuit. They went to court. They're talking about it. But now, because they're actually delaying people's benefits in their debit cards, and also EDD is actually delaying the process of actually lying about it was Bank of America's fault, when it was actually EDD's fault, that they're actually delaying the benefits to each people's accounts, right? So is this even lawful? They asked this Channel 5 Center, and they asked the EDD department, and they asked people in Congress as well, right? Saying, what are you going to do about it? Are they facing any lawsuits? Because they're required to pay the benefits that are due, but they're not actually doing, right? They're taking longer than usual. They're taking way too long, and people want their benefits, such as the title says, people have only cents in their account, right? Now, they asked Congress, and what Congress responded was that they're not going to actually sue EDD department, right? If they sue them, they say they might take a lot longer to actually distribute the benefits to each person. So they're just trying to work closely with them and trying to assist them in whatever ways they need it, right? No penalties. They're not going to penalize them. They're just trying to close with them, because that's their partnership, to actually accelerate this the system delays to actually get people their benefits, right? And that's what they're actually doing, such as hiring new workers, trying to process the call centers more better, because after all, there is a backlog which people need to get at least certified, approved, and paid for sure, right? So that's what they're trying to do. So they're not facing any lawsuits. EDD is not going to be in trouble. They just have to work harder and faster, right? On the next article, it says right here, California unemployment, new EDD call center employees finish training. Wait time still 40 minutes though. Like I said in my other video, the EDD hired couple, about 1,000 new employees. They, even though, I think 14% of the total workforce that they actually hired actually quit right away. There's still a lot of people that they actually hired to actually help you guys out in the call centers, right? That means if you call them, the most likely they're going to be able to answer faster for you to help you guys. But they're saying that it's still 40 minutes of a wait time, which actually is also bad, right? This includes fraud, it includes tax forms, it includes EDD instructions on the website if you have any problems, just like the videos that I've been showing you guys. And this is all delaying 40 minutes to actually answer, and sometimes people can't even answer them, right? So what they're saying right here is that even though they made a lot of they made a lot of efforts into hiring new people, there's still a lot of problems. People is still harder to actually answer the phone calls, and it's trying to work harder for it, right? Because of identity theft, and there's a lot of problems with actual phone lines, right? So they're saying in order to help this out, they're gonna try to keep working on it. They're gonna try to help people out whenever they can. Try to hire as much people as they can right now, and if you can, just certify for your benefits. Answer the automated force system. Try to look at forums. That's what they're saying. But what I told you guys already: submit your question, your message, your issue to the within your account to the EDD department, so they can get a jump start to actually answering your claim, right? So that way, when you try to call, or if you didn't call, they could reply to you in a message, or they can even call you whenever your claim is answered, or your problem is ready to talk to you, right? To solve your problem. That's what happened to me. Like I said, I sent them a message. They gave me a phone call right away, probably like in a week, and I got my benefits paid. So that's my advice to you. Watch my video if you guys don't know how. I have it right there in my channel, right? On this next article, it says 185,000 backlog unemployment recipients can now certify with EDD, okay, which is super great, right? Like we said, call centers still is taking a while, about 40 minutes to answer. We said until March 7, people aren't going to start getting paid because there was a holdup in the system. But now we know that 185,000 backlog unemployment recipients can now certify with EDD, which means it was verified and now it's in process of actually getting paid, right? Now, this was an issue caused by programming infrastructure. That was a problem in the EDD system that left thousands of people without benefits since December. As you guys know, suspension claims, we got to verify, there's fraud, there's too many people applying, too much work to do, and now people are getting paid, right? So it says right here again, now people are starting getting paid because there was a problem with the system, and now they're going to start processing payments after March 7, right? It halted the processing of new payments until March 7, which now they're going to start processing, right? Now this affected a group that includes PUA and PEUC recipients, who had the claims expired before the end of 2020, but also regular unemployment, right, which is pretty much PEUC. But all claimants were in a halt, were on hold, and they didn't get paid on time, right? Now the federal court relief passed a bill at the end of the year that extend those benefits. As we all know, it's 11 weeks extra plus $300 per week. So now people are going to start receiving them, right? And people that didn't receive them, like I said, after March 7th, they're going to start extending them, right? Now, this round, it extends it until March 14. Now, like I said, this is news ahead. The EDD is watching what's happening in Congress because if the third stimulus passes, again, $1,400 extra for each one of you, you will get a $400 boost per week, okay? That means more extensions plus $400 per week, all right? And that will be probably till September, okay? Which is great, but until right now, EDD doesn't know, but they're trying to hardest as they can to actually process this 11 weeks plus $300 per week that ends on March 14 for everybody that's receiving unemployment benefits, right? So, I mean, that's great news. I mean, we have been seeing a decline in backlog claims, which, like I said right here in this article, says 185,000 people just got past this backlog and are starting to certify and getting paid. And this has been the largest decline made in backlogs since a 6.1 decrease, with a 6.1 decrease, right? All right, so that's good. And nearly 1.1 million recipients are still waiting to receive the benefits. So it's a lot of people still waiting, okay? But at least we're seeing process and people are starting receiving their benefits on time, right? It's great. The next article says, how can I get EDD unemployment help, right? Now, you guys already know I made a video about this. It says best way to contact EDD. In Spanish, I made it as well. And it's right there also labeled under 1099 if you want to go watch it. If if it says 1099, depending if you're dealing with fraud, you could have a number listed in that video. You could call it so you could report your fraud, and you could probably get your money back, or not get penalized for that amount that you received, which wasn't you, right? Now, if you want to know how the best way to contact EDD, like I said, I made another video about that. You can have a phone number, so you can call them directly. You can send them a message. I show you how, or it's up to you. You can even write them a letter, right? But I mean, it's up to you. I have always right there, so you could just check it out, check out the video, and you can contact them, and they'll reply within probably like a week. Like I said, I did it myself. I got a phone call from them, which is great. I was able to certify. I was able to see my benefits, and you should do the same thing too if you want to be ahead instead of being calling right there for like 40 minutes or possibly even the whole day, right? So again, subscribe, hit the like button, because again I bring you many more videos about EDD, EBT, and free money and free food in the descriptions. Okay, check out my videos. Thanks.